And there are maybe few mini details left to maybe explore. So for example, maybe here I add a loop cut and I add a loop cut here. So the reason for that is now this one I can slightly move out and give the surface a little bit more softness, and here as well. So you see from here to there, I try to imagine how step by step and even the surface tries to change. So there, for example, now I can see this one has to go out more. And maybe the same here, just a notch. Okay, yeah. Now the problem is, what do I have here? I have a pretty big face, and I have how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points. Not a deal breaker, but not really ideal. So I can create a loop cut here. 0 and enter. And also I know maybe this one actually should be back a little bit more. At this point I would like to be back. Same with here, because the front part contrasts to the back. I just decided I would like to be more organic and round instead of having it as kind of like a tight radius like here. Okay, but the problem I have here is now this face, but it's not really a big deal. So I can use my knife tool, and it's a little bit of math, counting always 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have 1, 2, 3. I'm missing one. But if I add 1 point here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do this. For example, Control, click mid-center, click, enter, and then here let's remove this one, and then edge slide and move it over and try to even it out a little bit there. Okay. And then again, moving your object a lot and paying attention to highlights changes, other deformation changes. So I see that from here, for example, it looks like this part sticks out a little bit too much. So I might have to push it in. So I can select these points in there, push it in, and see, or maybe this one has to go in, and maybe this one has to go in. Yeah, so see, this one starts to look a little bit better. So the highlights flow really nicely in this model. Maybe a little bit of tweaking, bring a little bit of order into it. And what I mean with order, you can see how I try to have those kind of like in a line, like a rib. There. I think this looks pretty fantastic. And the bottom part, yeah, the bottom part, for example, we could maybe open. if you want to. So let's see. So this should be a shell. That means we have to use an insert. Very tiny insert amount, kind of like this. Then again, those faces here I can all delete. And then this point, GX, and then control snap to one of those vertices along the central line. See, I still have my vertex snap element turned on. And then the same I do here, GX, and then control. Maybe this one I actually, for the moment, I leave there. And let's turn this one in. Yeah, okay. For example, the little lip I have here, the man, that maybe is a little bit too big, so I just make it smaller. Let's take a look. Yeah. Actually, I go back. I use it simply as a visual reference tool, as an idea for how big, for example, the object shell could be. Okay, so that's pretty much everything I would do to sculpting the body at the moment.